Alright, so this thing is done. As done as we can get it. Came in last Tuesday. It was kind of a last minute tune for a buddy. And I kind of assumed it was going to be 100%, but apparently they can't read very well. The tuning checklist has some stuff on it, you know. Bunch of stuff that prevents things like this. So what had happened was when it got here, it didn't have a fuel filter that was adequate. It had one of the little tiny guys. It had, there was just a lot of stuff, and it turns out that it had no compression because the valve lash had never gotten done. So we fixed all that stuff, put a Haltech on it. We weren't going to put a Haltech on it, but like we couldn't get communication out of the old computer. He had one of the cheap carrot top harnesses, and so we bailed out. And he needed one of these anyway, but he's always been avoiding it. I guess he just used it for an excuse to go that direction. Which it's not a loss at all. We put a flex fuel sensor in it. We put a good fuel lab fuel filter in it. I ended up doing the valve lash, finding all the problems. Vacuum lines were the wrong size. Boost control was hooked up incorrectly. Had a Chinese solenoid. All the things we go through in our pre-tuning checklist. End up getting the car running, get it on the dyno. Don't have any VTEC. Pulled the camshafts out, checked everything out. Tested the solenoid both manually and through the computer. Tried a different solenoid just to see. We ain't got no VTECs. He doesn't have an oil pressure sensor, so it's already the harness is already wired for him, but he doesn't have one, so we can't see that. So at this point, it's time to stop, send it home, let them go over it, and hopefully we don't have. Hopefully he doesn't have a low oil pressure issue, but I mean, hopefully we'll see it again in a later video. That's it, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe so Josh gets a new camera. We appreciate you guys watching.
What Jarvis didn't know at this point was that Nathan was going to talk him into doing the work. And not to give too much away, everything went great. The car is awesome. And watch and see what kind of numbers it put down.
Well, this is the car we put a Haltech on that didn't have no VTEC. When I checked it with a manual gauge, it had no oil pressure, which is not good, right? Doesn't have no oil squirters. The GSR bottom end doesn't have no oil squirters installed, so we found the problem. So we're currently checking bearings to make sure it didn't have any material in it, which is really good. But currently checking out the bearings and seeing how they look. That way, see if I need to pull the motor out. That bearing decided to stay, so I don't have that bearing yet. Actually, can you see it? Not bad.
Nice.
Take me a picture of that real quick. We'll sit up here. I assembled this, and then we gave it to Nathan, the owner, and he was told to put the oil squirters in. I didn't know he didn't have any in stock. I guess he got this from Isaiah indirectly through me. We made some deals just to help him out. Good pricing and whatnot, because he's a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Actually, it's more direct than that. But yeah, anyway, you get the point. And so, looks pretty good. I did a pretty good job. The engine didn't even need oil. I did such a good job. So, we're going to use this here to run her down. Put her back. We got our picture to show them. We're still going to pull the oil pump off. It's a Chinese OEM off of eBay, and we don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to do that. So we're not going to do that. We're going to change it out and put us an ACL on it, I believe.
much do you have to pull off to get to the oil pump on those?
Timing belt, pulley. Basically like doing a timing belt on crack. But our rod bearing looked good, so that does make me feel better. For his sake, I mean, it's a much better deal. So we'll wash everything up and pull the oil pump off. Put some squirter block offs in it and rock out. Alright, alternator belt's off. I guess I could have spun it over and put it on TDC if I wasn't retarded.
Yeah, where's the fun in that?
I know, right? Do that real quick. You see the marks on the cam gear?
Yeah.
Tell me when they line up.
Alright.
Should be 180 out right now.
Almost there. Just a hair. Cut here.
We'll go past
Oh,
it.
oh, okay.
Ready?
Yep. Go back, go back. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Just a con hair more. Right there. Perfect.
Right here, Spotty. Where's that everything? Trying to eat? That's off. How many timing cover bolts do you use besides all of them? Oh, I went to go get a 3/8 because he used all of them. 3/8 and a stubby. People stuff in general being there for them, because there's a lot more. I'd like to start doing more content that aims toward helping people with real life problems. A lot of the way Tim told you those days, that stuff, and this stuff's helpful. You know, we all deal with so much. This is our getaway, so it's hard to ignore. It's hard to ignore that this, you know, that there's an overlap. I'll get a stubby 10 in a second because I got a bolt up there. One bolt that they decided to put in that is in a really stupid spot. I'm gonna try to get me a shallow 10 real quick. Be right back.
Look at it.
They just shift with cables. You meant, I mean, oh, seriously? I gotta get me another adapter because it's like right in the wrong place. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Washer's the wrong way too.
Oh, nice.
It happens a lot more than you think. Time to go off here.
Those have a manual adjuster on them, don't they?
No, I mean, yes, but no. They got a spring to them. too slick. See if we can get that socket off.
Time to look at the car. What the?
Yeah, she gets on there good though. Got it. I need to do that. Like that, yeah. Thanks, sir. Okay. I got them all. I got it drain for a second. I'll tell you if it's real or not. It's crazy. They went to faking them so well that even the Yamada stamp that's on them, they put it on there, but it looks fake too. See that Yamada? These actually, so this was bought on eBay for 160 bucks, and all of the legit ones at this point in time are around 300 from like IPG, JHP USA, and stuff like that. They're almost 400 now. But so this, like the copy's so good, they actually copied the Yamada. Like it almost fooled me when I went to pop it off. I was like, oh man, I did all this, and it actually ended up being legit, but it's not. It's fake. So that's cool. I don't feel bad now. They're doing a good job with their fakes. So
Oh yeah, they are crafty.
That is it for this evening. I'll take it.
Say stay tuned.
Huh?
Say stay tuned.
Stay tuned, guys, for the rest of this carnage. Hopefully this thing goes back together, has oil pressure, has VTEC, makes 450 to 500 horsepower, and he gets it the heck out of here. I can't wait. It's usually a little bit easier because it's off the motor and on the
stand.
Makes life easier to do it this way, and we'll clean my surfaces.
Alright, so what are we doing to the purple people eater now?
Well, got to put an oil pump on it because the one that he got was a $160 Chinese deal. Which, I mean, you'd think that was pretty fair, but I think that it's only, you know, they're probably, even a melling for these things is like $149. So like the OEM Hondas they drove the price up not because the quality's high, which it is. It's a good, you know, it's a good deal, but they're taking probably $40 oil pumps and pricing them for the, you know, 160 bucks. So, oh, you can sweep under this car over here, and then I'll come in and show you what to do next. They're taking, you know. Now we thought that was going to be our issue, but obviously it wasn't. We found other things wrong, and that's great that we found other things wrong. But it doesn't negate the fact that this is a problem. It's just for the money he's got involved. That's it. I mean, it's you know, if he's got the money to change the oil pump while we're in here, and I didn't even have to talk him into it. It was his deal. But if he's got the money to change it, it can't be a bad deal. You know, the ACLs for me have been really good. We've got them on a lot of circle track stuff that we abuse, and they've been fine. So I've only seen one that broke, and it was not mine. It was in a shop in Columbus. They didn't do anything wrong, and I don't think the customer did anything wrong. I don't really know, what exactly happened, but something wasn't happy with it. So, oh, I already lined it up so that it should slide right on, hopefully. We got our Permatex here. Hopefully we're good to go. I'm gonna take these things off. Not that hot yet, so you don't get the drip. It's still hot enough.
No tuner juice.
No tuner juice today, as Devin Davis would call it. My hands are all slick now. Oh, I should have left gloves on. The surface ended up being really clean, actually, so that's cool. Give me one of them towels. Right on there. Get this done, get this thing back together, and hopefully we're able to finish it today. Maybe not on the dyno yet, I don't know. We always got so much work to do. I try to bounce around. I get a solid any progress from just about every customer every day, so we shall see. It helps if you have the sound effects. I'm gonna get this thing on this morning, just in case I did decide to finish it today. Give it a couple hours for the Permatex to set up. I don't know that it needs a couple hours really, but it can't hurt. Still gotta put oil squirters in it here shortly as well, so I'll probably go ahead and do that here in a minute. That way all the work that's not mindless is done. Everything else I've done, I've done that too 1,000 times, but everything else is kind of done it so many times it's whatever. So I guess we'll get some little squirter block offs. And
For those that don't know, can you point them out?
yeah, you see that guy right there. All right, see those holes? See that hole right there? That hole right at the top? That one, your crank's kind of in the way. Those are the oil squirters. They are in the main oil passage right there, and they are set up in a spot where they, from the factory on a press fit pin, it squirts oil up on the wrist pin area, keeps the piston and the wrist pin cool. On the floating stuff and these race car type deals, we delete those, and so on this there is actually nothing in the holes, so that is a massive leak of pressure. Go on there and see what I can find. I've got squirter block offs, just getting them in there is at least a little bit gay in this situation. I'll be able to turn the motor over to get to it, so I'll go grab a couple tools and we'll rock out.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to create us a good path to get to this so it doesn't have to be a struggle. It's easier to work if things aren't difficult. We should be able to get 2 at a time because of the way the crank weights are. 1 and 4 and then 2 and 3. The threads on these things are really fine. I can't remember what they are. We always just buy the Golden Eagle. thread lock on them because that's what it calls for. You're supposed to torque it, but I forgot to grab my 3/8 10 mil and an extension, and on top of that, the torque's like 9 foot-pounds, and I'm definitely going to like 12 or 15, so it should be alright.
Tell them how you used to do the billet blocks.
Oh, the billet blocks, originally I started doing them like this, basically. And then after a while, I just didn't want to spend any money on it, and I'd always have to weld them up anyway, so I ended up welding the hole shut. No big deal. It's all normal stuff. All these guys this year with the billet block rules coming out, so many of the guys that are scared of it, it's crazy to me that I'm a complete moron. And I had 3 billet blocks, and I welded them shut, and I did all kinds of crazy stuff to them to make them work. When we first got the first one, the quality control was so bad. The quality control was so bad that the line bore was terribly off, the deck was terribly off. Dude, it was like half the bolt holes weren't stripped in. The owner of Bullet told me, or I guess his representative at World Cup told me that they weren't going to fix most of it. It wasn't notched for aluminum rods. Like, who doesn't run an aluminum rod in a billet block? All kinds of things like that. He wasn't going to fix them because they're going to sell them anyway. And I was like, that's cool. So I would totally go Noonan over Bullet if I ever go back to the K series in my car, or if we put a Bullet in Cheyenne's. No, it's wild. It's wild the lack of quality control on that stuff. You know, for the price, it's craziness. So as far as this thing goes, you can see the plugs now. See the plugs, holes plugged off. That way you see what we're going on. We're going to put the pickup tube and all that crap back on this. You guys don't want to watch that anyway. Put all that stuff back together. Hopefully the next time you guys see this thing, it'll be running. We're going to start it up. If it has oil pressure, we're going to put it on the dyno and get this thing knocked out for Nathan. That's Josh. He's cuddling me. Y'all stay tuned to this one. Okay, so first off, this is the first startup after we replaced the oil pump, and we replaced the, we actually installed some oil squirter block off. So we're looking to see whether we have oil pressure or not. Oil pressure's right there, AVI 6, right shaw. Look at that. Right there. Look at all that oil pressure, Nathan. Look at it. What do you think, Noah? Are you happy?
Yes.
I bet you're ecstatic for no reason. You don't even know this guy. Look at that.
Would you look at that?
Roll out. That roll out there. Oh. Look into the car, see if anything's dripping. He's kind of new, so. Cool. Well, we got oil pressure, fellas. That means we can put it back on the dyno and finish it.
Next step, dyno time.
Yep.